So we just almost tagged the previous day mid there. See what happens at this interaction back at 6,500. I don't like trading the follow-up move. I like trading the first bounce and retest type of thing. The first one came here at the previous day mid, like obviously. I want to see you winning. I want to see you crushing it. And that's why I keep it so real on this stream. Good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday. Genuine question, Rips. Why do you get more excited by winning on a slot machine than 4 to 5x that amount on a nice winning trade? Very good question, actually. The reason why is because in trading, the way that my mind works around trading and when I make money in trading is I've conditioned myself to not have excitement or dopamine. I don't try to associate trading with fun. Like poker has a level of fun for me where my heart rate will start to go up. Like I've had trades on where my heart rate is definitely up, right? But I've conditioned myself over time to try my hardest to not be emotionally involved in a trade where I'm excited about something. Now, like when you see me take that, like I had that 30K trade, I felt really good about that. And you know, they're doing a trading show, obviously. I felt really, really good about that. I had a little celebratory dance for that. That felt really, really good. You'll see me be excited about getting trades, but you want to try to detach that dopamine fix from trading as much as possible because then you'll start to blur the lines between trading and gambling, right? It's very, very easy to start going down that path where you start to seek dopamine through trading. And that's why you'll find a lot of people who are doing boredom trades, people who are doing trades that they shouldn't be in, adding size that, you know, hits up their adrenaline. But, you know, there's still gonna be times where you still get excited about trades. You know, I try to be as tone deaf as possible or like just emotionally sound when I get trades that work out. And at the end of the day, I'm still human, so you can't really turn it off completely. We're not robots, unless you're like a psychopath or something. But fortunately, I'm not a psychopath, so I still get emotions. But you try to tamper it down. When I'm playing a slot machine and when I'm gambling, I'm trying to win money. And it's a surprise when you win money and it feels good. Like yesterday, I hit a slot machine for 5K. That felt good. It was a surprise. And I was like losing and losing. I was down 7K at that point, and I hit a slot machine for 5K, you know? Yeah, I mean, they're two separate different things. Like, dude, there's very low effort in spinning a slot machine. Like, when I'm trading, I'm putting in work. It's a mental, you're doing like a lot of heavy lifting mentally. Like, it's a nice little surprise. The whole reason why I'm like super stoked about it is because it's like, it's a shocker. When I'm trading, I'm not shocked that I'm gonna make money. Especially like if I'm in a trade, like, let's just say I'm in a trade that I'm holding for like an extended period of time, and for me that's like a few minutes. I can see what my P&L is. I can see where I'm gonna close it at. I'll get the same hit of dopamine. Like if I'm in a trade, let's just say that I'm in a trade. Let's say I'm short, and all of a sudden there's a tweet that comes out and it rips the market to the downside, just drops the market, rips the floor from underneath, and the market just sails down. That's gonna give me the same dopamine fix as I'm gonna get on hitting a slot machine, right? Because that's unexpected, and it's a bonus. Like, oh my God, I was up 10K in this trade, now I'm up 50K. Holy smokes. Do you see what I'm saying? More Rivs, do you have any courses that teach what you look for in a trade or your setups? No, but I do offer a free stream that costs free dollars. I try to talk about everything when it's happening. I want to make a free comprehensive bookmap course or something similar in order flow, but it's going to take me time, and I'm not going to release, you know, a lot of out there, but I want to release something and then give it away for free. I don't know why I'm in such a good mood. I made $0 today, but I'm in a very good mood. It's weird how your mind works sometimes. Like, I really wanted to trade today. I'm not kidding. I really wanted to trade today. I really did. I'm just not gonna trade this dog water because I didn't lose money. I mean, dude, but I want to make money. Not making money is almost the same as losing money. It's a day that I miss. Life is great. Life is whatever you make it. You have the best discipline. Brother, listen. It's a mix of discipline, but I'm just telling you straight up. It's 11 years of looking at this stuff every single morning. It's 11 years of doing this. And people are always like, well, how did you know not to trade? I mean, dude, there was 2 trades that I called out that were decent. There's also like, hey, you know, it didn't touch 6,500, so you could try along here. But I'm not in the mood to do like, well, let me just try and see type of trade. So you could argue that like, you know, but at the same token, I missed the whole chop off the open there. It's not magic. Like the thing that confuses people when they watch my stream is like, they're like, wait, some opens he just takes a trade and he makes like 10 grand, and some opens he just like doesn't trade. How does he know? It's just 11 years of watching the order flow. You learn it over time. Exactly. 11 years is a very long time to do one thing, dude. I've been trading from 2006, win and lose, but more losing. Always trading from work. Well, there you go, dude. I had a tweet about this. What was my tweet? Oh, we are coming down again. 6,500 might get tagged here. So we lost the 4-hour open. There's so many big players that are absorbing though. It's just like nothing's tremendously snapping and rolling. Like Microsoft again, testing like 501, 500. What was my tweet here? Did really well, actually. Day trading, this was it right here. This was the tweet. Feel free to pop it up. Day trading will never be a side hustle. Either fully commit to it or you're gonna get smoked. And I firmly believe that. I love you all, and I love seeing you here every morning, but I'm just telling you, if you really want to make it as a trader, it's one of those things where you're going to have to fully commit to it. Now, you can have it be something on the side, and you should always have another source of income when you're starting to trade. But I'm just telling you from years and years of experience, if you don't put in the tremendous amount of hours that it takes for this to not be a side hustle, it's really hard to be proficient at it, right? And there's going to be a lot of arguments from people who are system traders and like, I just do this and this and this. Okay, cool. If that works for you long term, I'm super happy for you. But my own journey is the only journey I can speak on. People ask me, oh, how are you so good at trading psychology? Dude, because I trade for 11 years. These other yahoos on YouTube have like literally are just pushing prop firm codes and they can't trade a live account. They suck at trading. I demonstrate every single day, or at least, try to, that I'm proficient at trading. That this is what 11 years of sacrificing your life to something looks like. And I put on the show every single day. I trade my live account most days now. That's what I set out to do this year, was trade a live account, a real funded account, a real money account in front of people, not a prop firm account, and show you what the reality of trading looks like. I've done a pretty dang good job of doing that. And it's not to brag, it's not to boast, it's to show you what is possible after 11 years of being in this game. It's never to brag. If I want to brag, I can show other things. I don't do that. I'm not here to brag. I'm here to inspire you folks. It shows you what is possible, and I try to keep it real with you. And what do I mean by that? I will never sit here and say, hey man, go open a brokerage account and go fund it right now. Go and see what happens. No, dude. 6,500 just got taken out, by the way. Yeah, 6,500 just got tagged. Equities are not really bleeding that hard. Like, you could argue Apple and Nvidia are bleeding, but it's just not. And Microsoft still not breaking 500. Was right about this melting. Those trailing stop losses got me. I'm sorry, buddy. It's the worst, dude. This type of tape is really difficult, especially trading with a trailing drawdown, an active trailing drawdown. So we just almost tagged the previous day mid there. See what happens at this interaction back at 6,500. Because there are some buyers that are firm below here, 6,493, 6,495. We need another pull. We'll do it in a second here. See if there's anything interesting since we're probing these lows here. This tape is just, the S&P just looks like trailing drawdown is the biggest scam ever. The good thing is that if you don't want to trade with a prop that has trailing drawdown, there's so many different options now. Thankfully, it's not only one prop available. You know what I mean? So that's the good news for everybody. Apple is starting to roll. Microsoft is threatening to break a 500. It hasn't done it yet, except for earlier. Let's see if we could test below 64.94. Microsoft at 500 evens just broke 500. So get a little bit of that selling pressure right there, the previous day mid. Starting to roll out of bed now, testing these 65s. Let's see if we bounce back up at all. Maybe we start looking at potentially taking out this liquidity at 64.95. You never know, right? Still dealing with a lot of bidders here on these lows. 64.94, there's that test of it. You can see it. Look at this tremendous amount of volume coming in. And Apple is snapping a little bit lower there. Israel news just hitting the wire there. Let's see if we can break below these 50s at all and hold the break below, since that's like a big line in the sand. If that can hold that snap below 50, I think something can happen, but let's just see. You see there's a lot of people that are covering. Yeah, a lot of people covering down here. 64.91, big line in the sand as well. They want to start to send this through 45, I think. Yeah, there's that gap through 45. Watching 91 now on these lows. If we break down below 50 again, I think this thing will slam into 40s. Let's see if we can get drop below 50s now. Beautiful. Cool. That'll do it. That was a nice one. Anybody else catch that with me? Made 3,700 bucks. All that talk about no trading, huh? We finally put on our big boy pants. There we go. Like I said, if we break those 50s, we're certainly going to start visiting those 40s, and it's exactly what we did. Nice little reflex trade on that bounce back up towards 55. Absolutely beautiful. You know what? That's $3,700 I didn't have earlier, right? So I'll take it. That puts our balance at $473,000, which means we're only $27,000 away from the coveted $500,000 mark. We're going to revisit that again. Finally. God, it's been so long. Remember, we did withdraw $710,000 from that account. This is why you stick around on Kick, by the way. This is why you stick around. Wait for that one little nugget. That one little nugget. I'd rather get the 3-inch putt than try to drive it off the line. You know what I mean? That 3-inch putt, baby. That's the goods. I like the 3-inch putt. That's the goods, baby. Should most of your trades break and retest? Usually, yes. That's kind of the trick. Break and retest. It was that retest of 755 that got my pecker all pickled. I don't like trading the follow-up move. I like trading the first bounce and retest type of thing. The first one came here at the previous day mid. Like, obviously, I didn't get that break. We got the previous, like, this happened when 6,500 happened. So I either I got to commit to it before it happens, or I do what I do, which is this pop right here. Back here. Yoink, yoink. Appreciate the guidance keeping me out of the chop today. All right, crazy man. Look at this thing melting. And this is why I said, look, retest of the previous day mid when we're looking at how heavy it is. I don't think that's a great trade. It's going to get tricky here, though. It's going to get tricky. You're starting to see Nvidia and Microsoft rolling, but it's going to get tricky the closer that we get to the Apple conference. See, look at this. Look at this. Look at this move right back up. Look at this. You don't want to be involving yourself in a market like this, where there's so much unpredictability. Like, even though it looks nice, because you're like, oh man, NVIDIA and Microsoft finally rolling. The closer we get to this Apple event, the more predicament that these buyers and sellers are gonna be in. Remember, this is an auction. If somebody is short, they need to cover. They need to buy to cover. If somebody's long, they need to sell to close. If you think about all of these players and where they are and where they're located in their average prices, when you have a market like this is out of balance right now. You have people that are heavily short right now. They're getting clapped. Now they're closing. They're like, okay, well, we probably want to start closing this here. They're also gonna be running stops. This is all happening. These calculations that are happening, they're happening at a picosecond level, faster than you and I could ever calculate. And these algorithms are very smart. They can identify where most of this liquidity is, and almost down to the single contract, they can tell where most of these players are offsides and target those areas. Yeah, no, I don't mean to be all doom and gloom. Look, the whole reason I do this stream is my thoughts are with you. I know what I went through, and I don't want you to go through what I went through. Cause like, bro, crying curled up at the bottom, like you're curled up in a ball, sobbing violently in your office because like you just lost so much money, you can't believe it. I don't want you to ever be in that predicament. It felt like garbage, bro. It was the worst. Like, dude, when you're at your lowest lows in trading, you feel like dog food, bro. It's the worst. And I hope that putting on this stream can help you avoid entering into that type of pattern that's gonna get you to that point in trading. I wanna see you winning. I wanna see you crushing it. And that's why I keep it so real on this stream.